Welcome back to Cable Data Science Challenge. This is Monday evening, September 29th. This is the night of the first presidential debates. And I just wanted, I've tasked myself with the responsibility of prepping you for the debate tonight, specifically preparing you with the COVID-19 data you need for the world and the U.S. to really understand what's being said in the debate tonight. All right? I already got some code here. The data, by the way, is coming from the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control. You can actually find this data online by searching for the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control COVID-19 download. All right. I'm going to be using a couple of libraries here tonight. I'm going to be using the ggplot library to do my main plotting or visualization. I'm going to use scales to format some of the X and Y labels. And I may use plotting in order to add an interactive element to this data. Okay. I got some reports here, so let's go and look at these first section. Then I'm going to add a weekly and a monthly total for the world later on. Load some data. So what we're going to have three different data sets. DF is the complete data set, all countries. No, okay. US is it's only the rows that have the US with the GOID in it. The no US are all the rows that does not have US in the GOID. All right. So let's begin with our first plot here. The first plot is going to be a cumulative. This is going to be two cumulative plots of the world. As you see, the world, including the U.S., cumulative cases. Now, we know that this is cumulative because of the shape of the plot. It goes up. A cumulative plot can never go down. If you start having negative numbers in your cumulative plot, then you got a problem with your data. Either that or people being raised from the dead, one of the two. There's a second thing it's going to do, although we probably won't see it in the world as far as cases, and that is it can flatten the curve. Remember that phrase from back in April, flatten the curve. Well, this is where you see the flattening would be in the in the in the total. And here's the cumulative total for days. Here's the cumulative total for deaths for the world, including the U.S. You know what? Let's just do something a little tricky up here, shall we? Let's do a cumulative total for cases and deaths for the ones without the U.S. So this is going to be underscore U.S. cumulative cases. And then we're going to come down, we're going to add a second, we're going to plot the two underscore U.S. cases. Come down here. So let's run this again and see if this runs for us. That appears to work okay. So now let's come back down here. U.S., comma, X equals year, month, day, comma, Y equals cases. So let's put this out here. Put this up here maybe. So let's see if this first one will run here. Need to add an extra question there. Okay, so let's just see if this will run. I may have to put that on the outside. Label on the still needs. Let's see what happens here now. Okay, now that's a little strange. That's a little strange. These should have been, these numbers should have been. Let's run this. Okay, never did a reorder. Okay, these actually needs to be down here because we don't actually have the two things yet. Let's run. Now I have no idea why these numbers are running opposite like this. To be perfectly honest. Ah, jeez. No, that's not true. Let's try this. Then maybe this is what we need to do. Well, it ran. So now we got the first one. Okay. Okay, much better. Much better. That makes more sense. So once again, you come down here, back up here. So this should still be the world. This should be in here. we're going to compare the COVID-19 cases and cumulative cases and deaths. Attempt to. Okay. So what we need to do is this here. Let's do this. Now let's try this. Okay. Here's the cumulative cases. So this would be the world, including the U.S. This would be the world without the U.S. This here doesn't look right. No. Okay, so now we're comparing cumulative total. The red is the cumulative total, world total, including the U.S. And the other line is the cumulative total without the U.S. So the U.S. actually makes a fairly significant, for lack of a better term, contribution to the COVID-19 numbers. Wow. Let's come down. Somewhere down, I got some labels. This is June line. Da, 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 da. Okay. So let's try this. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay. What's wrong? That doesn't go there, does it? So this goes inside the AES. Okay. You know what, let's do? Let's get rid of this AES here, just to make it more consistent. Put AES in here. Let's see what happens here. You know what? Let's get rid of all these things here. It's just taking up unnecessary space at this point. Okay, so let's run this. Let's run this. This. Let's run this. And let's run this. Okay, good. So the red is without the US. So this is interesting. In that way, what we're seeing here is let's get rid of this up here then. Now, comma, equals cum des. Let's see how this runs in. Excellent. So now we got two plots. All right. Once again, the blue's the world, and the red is the world minus the U.S. It's interesting how much different the U.S. numbers actually make. To me, it's interesting. Cumulative deaths, same pattern. You know, the world, the difference between the U.S. and the world is interesting to me, anyway. Okay. So now let's do a plot of daily cases and deaths for the world. Here's the daily cases, including the U.S. Okay. I continue. You can see a little bit of curve flattening there, and the continued climbing up. You can tell this is daily numbers because it doesn't go up evenly. Okay, the flattening here means that there are fewer cases reported on that day. The deaths you can see here is showing a downward trend. Even though some volatility, it's still showing the trend line is still downward. Okay, plot of daily cases and deaths for the world. Without the U.S. Okay, cases without the U.S. Let's take a look back up here. Cases without the U.S. Let's take a look here. It's different, isn't it? Without the U.S., the cases is a much flatter climb, incline. Interesting, huh? Okay, let's take a look at deaths now. Once again, without the U.S., this is a little bit flatter. And this goes from, say, halfway between 5,000 and 7,500. Well, up here, this little spike comes up between 5,000 and 7,500. But down here, it's at 5,000. So that's a difference of 1,250. Wow. That's interesting. To me, that's fascinating. It's very interesting. Now let's take a look at the if we plot the cases on top of each other. Well, what's this? A plot of combined. So this is the plot of the daily cases. Okay, daily world cases. Once again, blue is the entire data set, including the U.S. Red is the world minus the U.S. Again, look at the difference here. Okay, let's take a look at cases. Okay, or deaths. Look at the difference overall between the world with the U.S. and the world without the U.S. What would happen if we did a plot here, and instead of using the values here, we change this? Let's just plot the low S curves on top of each other. Okay. Okay. That's not one. Let's see if we can take this up here. And by simply changing the geome type to a smooth, maybe we can create an overlapping low S curve. Okay, let's try this now. Wow. This should be that's sort of interesting, I guess. Not sure how useful it is, but it's interesting. Might as well go ahead and plot the deaths also. So let's run these two again. Hmm. Low-S cases seems to be not that bad, but this is a little more interesting here. You can see that the world has more shape to it. Hmm. Makes me wonder if I'm using the right numbers here. So once again, you actually see a very interesting difference in the two low-as fitted curves, comparing the world, which is the blue, to the world without the U.S. in it. It really smooths out this. When you take the U.S. out, it really smooths out this bump right here. That's really interesting to me. I mean, it's absolutely fascinating. Okay, so you now have all the information you need to catch what's being said on the debate tonight about COVID-19. You have the numbers here before you. We've compared the world with the U.S. in it, the world without the U.S. in it. We compared two low-as lines, two fitted lines. We've even plotted the individual numbers for the U.S. Deaths and. So let's just run one more quick report from the top. Make sure we're not missing anything here. So once again, here we're comparing the two cumulative number cases, the world without the U.S. Deaths, the world without the U.S. This is the current daily numbers for the world, including the U.S. This is the current deaths, world deaths, including the U.S. This is the current world cases without the U.S. Take a look again up here. Look at the difference. This one's flatter. This is the current deaths by day for the world without the U.S. So let's compare these two plots again. Even this here is a little flatter. This over here is below 5,000. This over here is way above 5,000. Wow, look at the difference. Okay, much lower numbers, much flatter curve. Now, I plotted the combined without U.S. cases and deaths in the world. So this is daily cases again. Blue is with the U.S., red without the U.S. You can see even here how it's flattening out there. What about cases? What about deaths? Blue again with the U.S., blue with the world, red with the U.S. Once again, we continue to see the same pattern of the difference between the world with the U.S. COVID-19 data and the world without the COVID-19 data, without the U.S. COVID-19 data. So let's do the list is just a plot only for the U.S. of cases. And you can see here, I started to do a nice rundown, but now it's starting to trend back up a little bit. Cases, well, they had a little spike back up here, now appear to be trending down. Finally, we're going to compare the two lowest curves for cases and for deaths with and without the U.S. So once again, the blue line is the world including the U.S. This is cases, and this is the world minus the U.S. Finally, the two lowest curves for deaths with and without the U.S. Once again, look at the difference in this section here. Look at the difference in this section here. Look at the difference the U.S. makes. Okay, so that concludes your debate prep for tonight for the COVID-19 portion. As far as the rest of the debate, you're really on your own. Thanks so much. I hope this is both helpful and encouraging to you to continue to fight the good fight, continue to wear your mask, continue to practice social distancing, continue to avoid unnecessary trips. Thanks so much. Catch you on the other side. Bye.